following is a presentation of Disruption Networks.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
When it's your hard-earned money on the line that you are investing into a home, it makes sense to choose a proven professional to assist you in making one of the biggest investments you may ever make. Josh's dedication of over 20 years to the home construction industry allows him to bring knowledge and experience to your doorstep. That means you can feel confident and comfortable with his service to you. Past clients love his attention to detail and thorough written reports. By allowing Priceless Inspections to help you make a well-informed decision concerning your property, you will find that a quality inspection is priceless. Follow Priceless Inspections on Facebook or call 315-525-8725.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Pasalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Pasalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
YOLO, infidels, that's right. It's Hacker Hameen.
This is Al Schneer from the band Mo.
Hey, this is Corey Glover from Living Color.
And you're listening to EC Radio.
And you're listening to EC Radio.
Live on EC Radio with the Z-Man. So take the pizza out of your fat moron mouth. Sit back and listen before I give you a $5 face slap. You'll never forget, infidels. YOLO.
Welcome to EC Radio Podcast. We would like to thank all of our sponsors for joining the Disruption team, and we hope that you will support all of our sponsors. And of course, we appreciate you listening to this program.
Yeah, baby.
EC Radio. Disruption Networks.
Bada boom, bada boom.
EC Radio. Disruption Networks.
I'm thinking about changing the name of the show to Technical Difficulty Podcast. That's more appropriate.
Yeah.
More appropriate, chicken.
It's always something.
What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday. It's me, Z. How you doing? Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. Time to disrupt that bitch with EC Radio. Chicken here, hanging.
What's up?
My tag team partner, my compadre, my bro, my dude, my mans in them, my broham.
Wow, I thought you were going to keep going.
I can't think of any more, actually. I got stuck at broham. I'm like, I can't believe I just said broham.
Yeah, right?
But yes, we had a couple technical difficulties, and that's what happens around here often.
Yeah.
Often.
What happens when you go live?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But we figure it out on the fly, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
And then it's like, Todd,
yeah,
help.
Yeah, right. And then we get frustrated, and I get frustrated and start dropping F-bombs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. And see, like, when this stuff happens on the D-line, I get my ass reamed out by the other co-hosts. They're like, dude, you're fucking up again. What's up? You messed it up. I'm like, no, it's like different. You don't understand. So at least I don't harass you.
You don't because
because I know
you have no idea. You're even worse than I am when it comes to this stuff.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to figure stuff out here.
And every day it's something new. You know what I mean? Like last week I went to go use the camera switcher and the
thing wasn't even there.
Wasn't there? I'm like, what the hell? Every day it's like a new piece of equipment coming on. I'm like, look at the board; it's completely different. I'm like, what is going on?
Stop it, Todd.
I mean, thank you for
yes, yes,
all the great equipment, but wow, it's like as soon as you get used to running one thing, you turn around and it's gone, and it's like no fair warning. Like, hey, I'm replacing this.
Well, that thing broke though.
Yeah,
that broke. That wasn't Todd's fault. But now everything's cool. And I like this board way better than we've had in the past.
Oh, certainly.
This board's incredible. The new board. It takes a minute to get used to. And let's face it, we're both not technically sound.
No, I have to learn by watching you. So like you learn it, then you tell me, and then I'm like, all right, well, hopefully I get it right.
But you learn it wrong because you're learning it from me.
Then Todd's like, what are you doing?
So that's what happens around here.
Pretty much.
Wacky Wednesday here on the D. That's what happens. In a little bit, Terry Johnson from the Swamp Drivers are going to come in. Earlier I had a guest coming in at 3, but we decided to move it to tomorrow. So Kyle Zeb from Kirby's, he's going to be in the house and talk about the longevity of that place. It's been going on for years. And bring us food, Kyle.
Yeah, right?
There you go.
We like to eat.
We like to eat. I'm hungry right now. But in a little bit, Terry Johnson's going to be coming in a little bit. He's got a lot of cool guitars that he makes.
Yeah.
He makes a guitar out of shovels and backhoes, and I seen him make a guitar out of a plunger.
He does it with guitars like I see people do with bongs.
Like old motorcycle parts. Like I said, shovels, chainsaws. He's got some really, really cool things. So he's going to bring a couple of those in.
I seen one of the shovel ones. Mm-hmm. That looked really cool.
And he was featured on Rachel Ray not too long ago. So we'll talk about that. She's an upstate New York girl. Rachel Ray from Glens Falls.
Oh, okay.
Remember she did the Chicken Riggy?
Yeah, I knew she did a lot of stuff from, Utica Greens, and she did Utica Riggies.
Yeah.
I was wondering where the connection was there, like how she knew.
Upstate New York.
Oh, yeah, obviously. But I didn't know she was originally from here. I thought maybe somebody just turned her onto it.
Glens Falls. She's from the eastern side of the state. Well, yeah, so we'll talk to Terry about that. We got the Barden Mudfest. The Swamp Drivers are kicking off the Mudfest, the after party, the post-race party, if you will. That's going to happen at about 11 a.m. this Saturday. That's when they start. I mean, the race starts at like 8 a.m. Mm-hmm. It's going to be going. And then after it's all done, there's the post-race. We got Saranac and food and Ray Brothers and a whole bunch of great stuff, a lot of beer, and some great bands. And the Swamp Drivers are the perfect band to kick off the Barden Mudfest this Saturday. Perfect band.
I'm interested to see, I want to see his guitars. And, when I first seen, I never really heard their music. I just heard, seen the, with him doing his guitars and making different instruments. So I just assumed they were some sort of, bluegrassy type band.
No, they're a blues band. They're like a blues rock band.
That's what you said. So now I'm really interested. I mean, it would have been cool if they were bluegrass, too. But, being that they're bluesy, playing these instruments sounds even better.
Those cats got it, man. They all dress in camo, too, like they're in the woods. That's their thing. And they all play homemade instruments, too. The bass player has a homemade instrument. He plays out of, another backhoe or shovel or whatever. And the drummer beats on garbage cans.
It's awesome. It's friggin' awesome.
Swamp Drivers are an interesting band. Like them on Facebook. They got a lot of people on Facebook. And in fact, I think it's every Monday Terry puts out a video of one of his neat guitars. And he plays it and shows people, and he gets thousands and thousands of people to check him out on Monday. So it's really cool what he does. And we'll take a look at the guitars when he comes in here right around 4 o'clock. Right around 4 o'clock. And it's going to be a good time this Saturday. So please come on out. Yeah. Please come on out. Of course, the weather changed again.
I know. I seen that. I was like, son of a bitch.
And there's a reason why I stopped paying attention to the weather. I did. For a while throughout the winter, I don't pay attention. You know it's going to be cold, so what's the sense of even looking at it? I just want to know if a nor'easter's coming. But
what a cock tease, though.
But this weekend, I was paying attention to because of the Barden Mudfest, and I keep looking. And earlier in the week, it was going to be 70, and then yesterday it was going to be 65. Now today it's going to be 55 and rainy. So. Yep. They can't figure it out. And that's just something that you can never figure out is the weather.
And you know what? You'll be dressed for 55 and rainy, and then it'll end up being 70 anyhow.
Right.
It's so weird.
So if you're coming out, be prepared. But, Dan, the man that he is, got a 40-foot by 120-foot tent, like a circus tent, that we're all going to be underneath.
I want to see is that Slip and Slide.
I know, right?
That sounded really cool. You know,
a big gigantic slip and slide coming off that hill, and that's a pretty steep hill too.
I hope he took my advice and put that carpet or some kind of padding underneath it.
Right.
Because we learned that we do a slip and slide flip cup party. It's our own little obstacle, but it's a pretty big drunk fest. But the first couple of years we did it, there was no padding underneath, and man, let me tell you, it felt like you did like 900 sit-ups.
Yeah.
With the padding on, it only
just
felt
the
like
ground ripping up your stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with the padding on, it made you feel like you did 500 sit-ups. But but it helps. It definitely helps, and I think it makes it help you go down a little faster too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the big old sleeve. That's a new obstacle he's got going on over there.
Yeah, that should be fun though.
What kind of padding? Like carpet padding?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what we use, like carpet padding underneath
Really?
it. I mean, I'm sure you could use pretty much any kind of padding, but that's what we used was the carpet padding.
And it works pretty good then.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
There you go. That's your tip of the day.
Yeah, see? But, like, honestly, like, with the all the obstacles you got to go through, when you come up that slip and slide, it's almost like a reprieve, man. It's almost like, whew, fun, like a relaxing thing.
Yeah, I don't have to run.
Yeah, exactly.
You just slide on my
down.
butt.
Yeah. You're already wet. You're already muddy. Like, they might have to have, like, a hose. I don't know if they got a hose of what,
Knowing him, he's probably got a water truck just sitting there spraying.
Oh, right. Right. Because that's what
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's what we have to do is keep hosing it down.
Yeah.
And, you're going to have mud and grass and all that shit on there, too. So.
Oh, that thing's going to be completely full of mud within the first 10 minutes.
Yep. Hopefully he didn't use it, like a thin plastic. I don't know. I'm kind of interested. I want to see like how
knowing him, he went all
Oh, it's probably
out.
like industrial.
Yeah, knowing him, it's top notch. You know it's going to be top notch. I'm going to tell you, Dan Williams does not spare any expense when it comes to putting together this Mudfest.
It's definitely something I'm interested in seeing now this year. I mean, they're all really cool obstacles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He built a freaking log cabin. There's like a half a log cabin. It's amazing. And then the monkey bars.
Well, like I said, like with the monkey bars, like when we were coming up the hill, because one of the times you left us, we started coming up the hill and we're like following the music, and like I said, there was a band on top of the monkey bars. You're like, this is like in the middle of nowhere, on top of this like hill, like in the field, and you're like, holy shit, there's like a band here, and it's really cool, man. It's like everywhere you go, there's something new to watch.
Yeah.
That's what I think is really awesome.
Highly entertainable.
Oh, it is.
There's so much going on. You got the race in the morning and then the party afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And it is nothing but a party. And so we're looking forward to getting that party happening this Saturday.
A friend of mine just asked, he's like, do I have to like race to be in there, or can I just go there as a spectator? No, absolutely. Come on in. It's only $5. That $5 goes to the Deansboro Fire Department. So like every piece of it goes to some
everything
kind of charity,
goes to a charity. Everything. The beer money, everything. And it all goes to the charity.
And that's what's awesome about it. So like spend that money, come in, hang out, watch. I mean, it all goes to charity, and it's a great time.
Yeah.
And like you said, like he takes them on that Adirondack excursion, which I think is awesome. I think to me that's like one of the best things you could do for these younger kids.
Yeah. Take them out in the woods, take their phones away from them, and have them learn how it is to like work in nature, and work with nature,
and survive,
and survive,
and appreciate it too.
Yep.
That a lot of these kids, they don't get to getting out into the woods. They only know inner city. So you bring them out to the woods, and they get to experience something, that we kind of take for granted sometimes.
Yeah,
fresh air.
Yeah, we're lucky that we're in upstate New York because we do get fresh air.
Oh yeah.
You go 4 hours to the south, and you can't breathe in New York City. It's just smog and soot and everything else that you smell down there. Subway.
I was just up there a couple years ago for a Faith No More concert, and my friend Karen and I, we were like, all right, we did 2-3 days here. I'm ready for the woods. And we went straight up to my camp. I'm like, I got to get out of this element because I got to get back into nature, because there's noise everywhere. There's people everywhere. There's like nowhere to like just get away.
Yeah. And the cool thing, too, is after this excursion is done, each of the kids get to pick a charity that they can make a donation to through all the other money that's allocated through the Barden Mudfest. So it's a really cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great thing, and it's a great time for a great cause. It sucks that something tragic had to happen for this awesome event to bust out.
Unfortunately, that's usually the case.
It really is. It really is. Let's talk about the bands, too, because we got a kick-ass band. Not only are the Swamp Drivers kicking it off, but actually, if you're running the race and you cross that finish line, the very first band you see is going to be the Old Main, our good friends, the Old Main. And they're a perfect post-race band, too. Just kind of sit there and do their Americana bluegrass and rock it out a little bit, as the Old Main usually does. They rock it out. So they're a perfect band to be up at the Barden Mudfest. And also our good friends from Simple Props are going to be there, which we got to get the whole Masucci
Yep.
Barney thing happening again.
Shave that head.
I'll see Masucci tonight at the Stanley, but I seen him the other night, Monday night, and said, dude, people are wondering when you're shaving your head.
He made that bet.
He made the bet, right?
He thought he had it in the bag.
He
and,
did. But he came up with the idea it's only fair that Barney shaves his head.
Okay. That makes sense.
So Barney's going to come in and shave his head. We got to figure out a day where
we should do it in like sections, like do like a mohawk first,
Actually do the reverse mohawk. Do one right down the middle and then lead the sides. We'll do a time lapse on his haircut.
That's funny. I remember when you got your head shaved, when you're donating.
When I donated it, yeah.
Yeah. And they did a whole thing, except for you had these like 2 strands of hair down your side. I'm like, oh my God, he looks like a Hasidic Jew. He did too.
A Hasidic Jew, yeah, I did. It looked like Madish Yahoo.
Yeah. Like I'm like, imagine those kids if they smoke that hair, they get so high.
Yeah, right. Well, that was the joke at the roast, my roast, when we had a bunch of years back. It was like 8-9 years ago or something. And they were talking about how I got my hair cut, and then some kid in Mexico got mauled by some drug-sniffing dog, some cancer patient.
Probably.
I can't remember how the joke went, but it was something to that effect. Pretty funny.
That was a good time. That was funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited for Saturday, though, man. And also, we mentioned Simple Props. Then after that is Alternate Universe, which is Mark Barden's, the father of Daniel Barden. He's an amazing guitar player. In fact, this band is awesome. This band, let me tell you, they're from Newtown, Connecticut. This bass player and the girl that sings, they're amazing together. Like, this is an amazing band. They do some Motown. They do some
Did you say it was his daughter or something?
No, well, that's Mark brings his daughter up to play a couple songs.
Oh, okay.
So she'll come up and
I remember
play.
you were saying...
And she's a great talent, too. For a kid, she's probably like 14 now, 15. She's got a great voice on her.
I remember you guys said, first she was a little timid, and every year she comes back.
She comes back, and she's got her chops down. So looking forward to seeing what the daughter does. I'm sure she's going to crush it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
kind of cool, like, because you only see them every year.
We see them every year. Yeah.
So like, you don't see her on regular gigs, at her hometown or whatever. So like each year she comes up and she's like that much better. It'd be kind of cool, see the progression.
Yeah, and that's funny because I had a conversation with Mark yesterday on the phone in advance of the show and stuff. And I'm like, hey, Mark, it's our yearly conversation. He's laughing. He's like, I'm looking forward to coming up. So, and he's an amazing guitar player. Amazing guitar player. So that's Alternate Universe. Check them out. They're on Facebook. You can search Alternate Universe Band. And they'll pop up on Facebook.
Our friend Adeline's checking. She's like, I'm bringing my sister Saturday so I can push her in the mud.
Yeah. Let's push her right in there. I love it.
Eddie, I think you should run it.
I think you please.
Make sure you wear that white D-shirt.
Please run it. And then after Alternate Universe, we've got our friends from The Bomb joining us. The Bomb, they're going to make their first appearance at the Barden Mudfest this Saturday. And we've been tight with The Bomb for years and years, so they'll have it rocking. And then after that, it's Grit and Grace.
Now, is Mega going to play with them?
Yes, probably. I imagine Mega is going to go up there. In fact, he hit me up. He was like, what time are you going up there? I'm like, I got to be up there like 8 a.m. And he's like, oh, I ain't coming with you then. But Mega gets up and plays a couple songs with him now, and he's starting to become pretty good on those drums, man.
It'd be fun to see Mega get up there and play at the Mudfest.
Yeah, he plays like AC/DC and stuff. So
nice.
They're going to rock it out. And then after The Bomb is Grit and Grace, is probably the top local country act in the 315 right now. Grit and Grace, a great band. They rule the Mudfest every year. They've been coming since day one. Since day one, they've been there, and everybody loves them. And usually we will put them early in the day, but this year they wanted to play last because they got a gig, and it's really close, so it makes sense,
Yep.
Play the gig,
they don't have to hang
pack
around.
up. They don't have to hang around.
And she's gonna be all muddy.
Right, and that's the cool thing. Jackie Pop, and what an amazing human being that woman is. She really is. She's awesome. She runs the Mudfest, and I think she does the 5 mile. I don't think she does the 5K. I think she goes all out because she's a personal trainer too. She's in great shape.
Just to run in the 5 miles and then coming on plane is enough. But you add all those obstacles in there and 5 miles, it's insane.
Insane. Right. And then she gets up on stage and rocks the house, as she always does, because she's an amazing talent. And then they're going to pack up and they're going to go play another gig. So it's going to be a long day for the Grit and Grace people, for Jackie Pop, actually, because the rest of the band won't show up till it's time to play.
Right.
Jackie would be running around, her and her boyfriend would be running around doing their thing. So
that's awesome, though.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's cool because it's not like they just come up, play their gig and then leave. Like, she comes up is a participant in the race. You know what I mean, and plays the fest,
rocks
you know
the
what I mean?
house.
It like she's a true part of it. You know what I mean? Like
it's gonna be really good, man. We're gonna have a great time, and it's this Saturday. Great bands, Grit and Grace, the Swamp Drivers, Simple Props, Alternate Universe, the Old Main. So many great bands. The Bomb. Can't forget the Bomb, of course. Right. We got to get. Speaking of the Bomb, we got to get MJ Bomb Squad in the mix. He needs to come on. I know. I know he joined you when I was on vacation. Well, I wasn't on vacation. I was out there on the road, but. I know he joined you one time. You guys sat around and talked football for a while.
We talked football. We talked about the band. You know, just their longevity. I mean, they're another band that's been around
20 years.
20 years, yeah.
20 years.
It's insane.
Maybe 19, but it's still 19, 20 years.
I consider it 20.
Right, you might as well put it at 20. They need to do their anniversary, the 20th anniversary.
Because I was writing ads for them back in 2001. So.
Well, yeah. No, I think that's right around the time they got going, like 99, 2000. So I think it's just under 20, but it's right there. We got to get him in the mix. In fact, when I see him this weekend, we should talk about.
And what a repertoire they got! I mean,
they play everything.
Everything.
They play everything. They play like the new rock that's on K Rock, all the way to like they play Megadeth and Slayer, and
they do like Metallica.
They do Slipknot, but then they also do classic rock. They do a Led Zeppelin thing, and they do AC/DC,
Black Sabbath,
and they play like Motley Crue and Helter Skelter. They're all over the place.
That's what I like. It's rock and roll music all the way around, and you get a little heavy here and there. But that's the thing I think a lot of people think they're just a metal band.
They're not.
They're not. They got a lot of classic rock they play, and they do it really, really well.
Yeah,
they got a strong library, and they do it really well.
Yeah, they do kill it. And they've been doing it at a high level in the area for a long, long time.
And I gotta say, Simple Props, same thing, man.
Simple Props is the most underrated band in the area.
And I said
they get no love.
I said this before. Like I kind of just assumed. I don't know why. I just assumed by the name they were like a wedding band type.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know where I got that from, but when I seen them, over New Year's Eve, they just blew me away, and I was like, really? Like I did not expect them to sound like that, and they were awesome.
Yeah,
they were great. So
they kill it.
I strongly suggest people check them out.
Yeah, great band. Every band on this lineup for Mudfest this weekend is amazing, and we're all lucky to have them. And if everybody's out there listening, I got to thank them all personally for donating their time and then coming to do this thing for us and doing it for us for many years now. A lot of them, I mean, Simple Props have been on the bill for 3 years now, and so has Alternate Universe, and Grit and Grace has been there since day one. So there's a lot of bands that have been doing it for a long, long time with us. So I want to thank them personally and say thank you. Because I know what it's like, man. You got to go out there and not only share your time, but, got to go out there and do your thing as well.
Yeah. You got to, that's what I like about it, like events like this. I may not really go out to see a Grit and Grace, because I'm not really into country music, whatever. Or, whatever. Some of these bands, Swamp Drivers, they're not a band that plays out around here.
Oh, they do.
Do they?
Oh, yeah, they're busy. I say Swamp Drivers are just as busy as, like, Gridley Page
in
and
the
Utica
Bomb. Market.
Yeah. They're all over the place. You know where the Swamp Drivers are? And we'll talk to Terry when he gets here. Like, they do Shakers a lot. Like, they're in Syracuse. Shakers.
I was going to say.
Shifties. They're out in
They've been closed for like 30 years.
They're out at like Syracuse a lot of like outskirts bars will take them,
Well, that's
snubbing post type of thing. So they're out there doing their thing.
And I'm not denying it. I just meant like in the,
Utica vicinity.
Right.
You'll see them maybe at Lucan's every now and then.
Okay.
But that's pretty much it.
And that's what I think, like an event like this where there's a lot of bands that maybe I wouldn't go out of my way to go see just because they might not be my style of music.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you get them in a environment like this where everyone's partying, having a good time, and then they could just, oh, wow, they're actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, turn you on to bands that you might not just go out to go see.
Yeah.
And there's such an eclectic group of bands that you got going here that, you might catch one band waiting for another band.
There's something for everybody.
Right.
Here. We got blues bands. We got Americana bluegrass bands. There's a rock band. There's a couple rock bands. There's a metal band. There's a country band. There's a lot for everybody. And there's a lot of genres happening this weekend.
And it may turn you on to a new band, new style of music. You know what I mean? Like our buddies at Floodwood. That's another band that like I typically wouldn't probably ever be interested in that kind of music, like historically. But then, like as I seen them, and and like, wow, these guys are actually really freaking good.
Yeah, they crush it. Oh, my man is here. Here, let's take a break, and we're gonna come right back, and we're gonna come back with Terry Johnson from Swamp Drivers. You guys hang out, TC Radio.
You know what the hell you're listening to? It's EC Radio.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
When it's your hard-earned money on the line that you are investing into a home, it makes sense to choose a proven professional to assist you in making one of the biggest investments you may ever make. Josh's dedication of over 20 years to the home construction industry allows him to bring knowledge and experience to your doorstep. That means you can feel confident and comfortable with his service to you. Past clients love his attention to detail and thorough written reports. By allowing Priceless Inspections to help you make a well-informed decision concerning your property, you will find that a quality inspection is priceless. Follow Priceless Inspections on Facebook or call 315-525-8725.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Passalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Passalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Passalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Passalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
When it's your hard-earned money on the line that you are investing into a home, it makes sense to choose a proven professional to assist you in making one of the biggest investments you may ever make. Josh's dedication of over 20 years to the home construction industry allows him to bring knowledge and experience to your doorstep. That means you can feel confident and comfortable with his service to you. Past clients love his attention to detail and thorough written reports. By allowing Priceless Inspections to help you make a well-informed decision concerning your property, you will find that a quality inspection is priceless. Follow Priceless Inspections on Facebook or call 315-525-8725.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Passalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Passalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Passalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Passalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
You have no education, you have no interest, you just do whatever reckless thing you want to do, whenever you want to do it, without regard for anyone else. Oh, and when you're not terrorizing the community with your impulsive escapades, you're being a total jerk to your family.
You're listening to EC Radio on the Disruption Network.
EC Radio, right here on the Disruption Network. It has certainly been a long and winding road, as the Beatles so aptly put it in the song. Tell us how it's brought you right here to this very moment.
Well, you know something bad, Rich? I feel like every moment in my life has led up to this moment right here. And EC Radio, teaming up with the Disruption Network, only here to kick ass and take names. Can you dig it, brother?
All right, 2017. You spent the past several years establishing yourself as one of the finest practitioners in radio podcasting. People want to know what to expect.
You live by the book, then you die by the book. And I'm here to throw out the rule book and break all morality code here on the Disruption Network, daily from 3 to 6, EC Radio, brother!
Utica, New York, we're coming for you Monday through Friday. Don't you dare miss it.
EC Radio might not be suitable if you suffer from the following symptoms: daddy issues, irritable bowel syndrome, hypothermia, enlarged prostate, victim of a lost testicle, resting bitch face, slut shaming, a millennial suffering from social disorders, 80-year-old woman with osteoporosis, condescending listening face, arachnophobia, elephantitis, involuntary Tourette's, cocaine cold sore, sperm retention, Bell's palsy, high level of douchiness, unbalanced equilibrium, tinnitus, earwax buildup, and acidic vaginal discharge. Thanks, everybody.
Never you mind what I'm making. You should spend some time taking a personal inventory of what you're doing for the betterment of society.
You're listening to EC Radio on the Disruption Network.
Dago Wab, Guinea, garlic bread, pizza sling, and spaghetti bending, Victimone, Pericomo, Luciano Pavarotti, solo meal, non-singer motherfucker.
That's good. EC Radio.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when three top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
When it's your hard-earned money on the line that you are investing into a home, it makes sense to choose a proven professional to assist you in making one of the biggest investments you may ever make. Josh's dedication of over 20 years to the home construction industry allows him to bring knowledge and experience to your doorstep. That means you can feel confident and comfortable with his service to you. Past clients love his attention to detail and thorough written reports. By allowing Priceless Inspections to help you make a well-informed decision concerning your property, you will find that a quality inspection is priceless. Follow Priceless Inspections on Facebook or call 315-525-8725.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasolacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasolacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Pasolacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Pasolacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
Hola, amigos. It's EC Radio, Wednesday edition. How you doing? Before we get into anything, I got to give some love and respect out to Steve Ponte Volkswagen. Stop down to the showroom, 5046 Commercial Drive in Yorkville. See why it's easy to do business with Steve Ponte Volkswagen. Hit him up on the World Wide Web at stevepontevolkswagen.net. A good quality home inspection is priceless. Call Josh Amodio today at 315-525-8725 for your next home inspection. In-depth and detailed reports, thorough inspections, and pays attention to details. Josh has been doing the construction thing pretty much his whole life. He knows a good quality home inspection is priceless. Call him today, 315-525-8725. And when you need legal help quick, you better call Nick. Call attorney Nick Pasalacqua and... I gotta let that end. Call attorney Nick Pasalacqua and his team of associates at 315-500-NICK or hit him up online at cnytriallaw.com. Thanks to all the sponsors for believing in the Disruption Network and all the madness that happens here in the studio daily.
And this technical difficulty is brought to you by...
the Swamp Drivers.
You gotta blame somebody.
Let me tell you, Terry, and joining us right now is my friend Terry Johnson from the Swamp Drivers. Welcome to the show, brother.
Hey,
just get a little bit closer to that mic if you could. Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, perfect.
There we go.
Welcome. Great to see you, man. You've got a lot of cool things you brought in.
I brought some toys.
I feel like he just went garage sailing and decided to come hang out with us.
Dude, I don't even play guitar, but I think I want that one he just brought in. That thing is pretty sweet. I'll be posting pictures of that one.
Yeah, that's the Harley guitar you're talking about there. Yeah.
Yep.
Got some really nice
That
things.
is
So he's got the frying pan. Then that's a really nice frying pan. Not only is it a great guitar, but that's like one of those nice non-stick my mom type of thing would use.
No, she doesn't have it anymore.
It's like you want to fry some eggs, play some tunes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Cook them up.
Just bring it camping. You're perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You sit around the campfire, play a little bit, make some eggs, whatever.
There you go.
It's multifaceted guitar.
So how did you get into like making your own instruments and stuff?
I'll try to make the long story short. A friend of mine gave me a cigar box guitar, and I just wanted to up him one. I wanted to just, guy fashion. I just wanted to do something crazy and stupid, and I had no intentions to make it work, so I tried to find the weirdest thing I could. I found this old broom in my garage, and put 3 strings on it. It's got a muffler clamp off a mini bike, bow and arrow tube on it for the bridge. But I wanted to make sure it worked. So I plugged it in. I started playing. And I fell in love with the sound. It's got this old school sound to it. And fell in love with this. It's getting a 3-string stick. That's all it was. And I was playing with a band at the time and took it to a gig. I finally got, worked it up so I felt like I could play the thing, sort of. And walked into it. The gig, set it up against the wall, went out to get my other gear, and everybody was when I come back in, people are taking pictures of it and asking questions about it, and that's when the light bulb went off. I said, geez, that thing's doing well without anybody even playing it, and formed a band around it, got a drummer, Phil Deal. He's playing drums that are made out of, I think he got them at Lowe's, but garbage can, milk water buckets. He's got the cymbal stands are made out of a broom and a mop. I'll tell you what, we've played a lot of festivals, and it's funny. The technicians, I love it. They're all got their mindset on what the band's going to be bringing in. They see us come up, and the first thing they start shaking their head, think, "Oh man, this isn't going to be good." And right after we get done, they come back up again, and just they always about the drums, because drums are for a sound tech. It seems like it's always a hard thing to get them dialed in, and they always come up and say, "Man, this thing sounds awesome." So that's the drummer. Joe Barr's my bass player. He's got, I think he's up to 3 or 4 different instruments. He's a bad man, Joe Barr's, playing-wise. He's got I think the wildest thing he's got is a 2-string fretless wash tub bass. It's basically a stick with 2 strings on it.
And a wash tub.
Yeah. And, the wash tub, it actually makes it sound, it brings it to life for some reason. It was just a stick. And it sounded okay, and he put it on that big wash tub on the ground, and it just made the sound so much better. He's got a toilet seat bass, and yeah. We always kid when we go into bars. I said, I want to apologize right off the bat. ladies' room. At least he didn't leave the seat up because we took the whole seat with us. So.
We turned the toilet seat into a bass.
That's right.
Or he plays half-assed.
There you go. Could be bad splashing. Yeah, and he's got a Harley themed bass also. Everything's kind of got a story to it. So
now, is that like you go to band practice and you have to go home from band practice with homework? Like you need to go home and make this instrument. Is that like the thing? It's like a prerequisite to be in the band?
Well, be honest with you, yeah, I want everybody, because everybody's doing it. But what they do is a lot of the guys that have, when they first come, they think, oh, man, I want to play my own bass. But then they see what happens with the people that are there, checking out the instruments. So that's the first thing, the reason why they do it. They just seeing the attention that the instruments get. And then they start, they start making one, and then it's Joe Barnes would knows him. He's been playing bands in the air for years. 4, 5, 6-string basses, a very high energy driving bass player. And the first thing he made was this 2-string. And just because he loves it. Because it's got a different tone, it's a different feel. And that's what kind of happens. Awesome. That's the way that all happens there.
I think it's so cool, man. Like, just the ones you brought in now were like awesome. Like that,
right?
That
and he has more too.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just scratching the surface.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
He's got more. He's got like a garden hoe guitar and
and
a lot of these you play with a slide, right? It's pretty much a lot of mostly.
It's mixed.
It's a mix.
It's a mix. I've got 2 that are semi-straight that are, well, I can't say that because it's not. I've got 2 6-strings, a Harley and we try to keep it local, Revereware frying pan. But I also got the frying pan I brought with me today. That's got frets on it, but I could play that either way. But each one's got like a little bit of story of what we've done and stuff like that, and that's why I brought in the ones that I have. But we're looking forward to this weekend. I'm telling you, this is
yeah, man. You guys are kicking off the post-race party at the Barden Mudfest. It's like right around 11 a.m., right when everybody's all nice and muddy and crispy and freaking out.
Oh yeah,
which is the best part. And you guys are going to kick it all off, and it's going to be great, man. And I want to publicly thank you for
it's all good.
Your time and coming in and hanging out with us and having a good time. So
it's a great cause.
And I know the Williams family and the Poyer family were asking for you guys, so I'm like, I know those guys. I'll reach out to them for sure. So
they're brutes for punishment.
Yeah, it just seems like it fits the event perfectly.
It really does.
I mean, mud, swamp. I mean,
oh yeah.
But how do you determine like which ones you're going to play out with, or do you use them all like throughout?
I mix it up. Some of the songs that are, I use certain instruments for certain songs. That's a lot of it because I've dabbled up to this point when I started this, this band, this project. I always played 6-string guitars. I started this, and that's when I started playing slide, and then I got into different tunings, and then I got into for my granddaughter a little while ago. This is kind of a side project, but I wanted her to learn. She was 4 years old. So I was monkeying with this one guitar, and I wanted to make it so anybody could play. So I came up with this fret design. So I took off most of the frets, open tuning, and it's a 3-string cigar box that anybody can play. You cannot hit a wrong note on it. It's awesome. So I dabble with that. Then the sound, like I've got back here, and I didn't do it because of the sound at the time, but I have inverted pickups. So the pickups are guitars are normally are under the strings in the wood. The wood is supposed to give it this tone. Big controversy on tone wood. Well, I blew that thing right apart because they're Harley guitars. They're all metal. There's no tone wood there. So,
is there a material that you've used that you really wanted to use, but you just couldn't get the sound out of it?
Well, a couple things. The Revereware frying pan was stainless steel.
Yeah.
I will never do that again.
Now, why is that?
Because the material is harder than a rock. I bet you it took me, oh my God, it was probably a month. I'm just got a little workshop, breaking drill bits. Stainless steel is really something that should be done in a machine shop, not in somebody's basement building materials.
Not your man cave.
Yes. That was one of the harder ones. One of the coolest guitars I think I've made was the Harley guitar, which was made out of all, sprockets. It's a derby cover, clutch handle. I got gears on it. That was probably one of the most awesome looking instruments that I ever made. And if it wasn't because it looked so awesome, I probably would have continued with it. Because the problem was, being it was metal, it had extreme feedback. If you're playing in your living room, it sounded good, but you get into bands, it was unplayable. I kept monkeying with it, finally figured out why and how to fix it, and fixed it, and I've got that one conquered, as far as how to figure out how to work with the metal. So.
And it sounds great too.
Oh yeah.
Did you have to relearn how to play?
A lot of them, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Especially if you're using different tunings and stuff, right?
Different tunings, slide, different. I got a 1-string, a 2-string, a 3-string. So it's all it keeps you on your toes. But some of the things I'd look that. Well, for instance, the frying pan is behind there. I was very lucky. Somebody seen me playing it. What that is a Rachel Ray frying pan. Oh. And so somebody seen me.
It is a good frying pan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're going to talk about Rachel Ray. Yeah, talk about this.
Did I go into that?
Yeah, of course.
Somebody seen the video of me playing it. So this guy calls me up. He goes, "Hey," and he did call me. He says, "I just contacted the Rachel Ray show on your behalf. I hope it's okay." I said, "Shh." I said, "Yeah, right." Checks in the mail, sort of thing. And I said, "No, that's cool. It's great, but I didn't expect to hear anything. And a couple weeks go by, and my cell phone rings, and I looked the phone number, and it's some weird number. I figured somebody's selling Windows or something like that. So I didn't pick it up. So about half an hour goes by, and I better check that message and just see. So I click it on. And he goes, "Hi, this is the producer for the Rachel Ray show." Holy cow! Did I screw up? Called him up. Long story short, I ended up taking the Rachel Ray frying pan, went on the show, played live. It aired I think it was in January. So that was
the power of social media, though, right there, right? Because you do a video pretty much like every Monday, right?
Yeah.
Every Monday, and he busts out his fancy guitars and plays it.
Yep.
And he gets thousands of people to check him out. So that paid off, huh?
Oh,
paid off in dividends for you.
Do you ever sell any of them off?
I just started doing that. And it's like selling one of your kids.
I can imagine. It's artwork is really what it is.
Exactly.
The one that I just sold, I've sold a couple of cigar box ones that I was talking about. It's called Mojo Music Maker. It's a really easy play guitar. I've sold quite a few of those. I've made them out of an ore. I've done that more like a promotional thing. I'm gonna put a plug in for A&P Master Images. They do our shirts and stuff like that. He's done me a bunch of favors. When I was first starting, where you're supposed to buy 10,000 T-shirts, and I'm coming in, with, can I get 20? So he really took care of me a long time ago, and so he's done me a lot of favors. So what I did is I just made him one, signed it and gave it to him.
Cool.
Yeah, so I did
another
that.
reason to go local.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. What else I got here? Let's go. We went from the Rachel Ray. Let's go to the Harley Davidson, which I brought one with me.
Why, you have more?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many Harley Davidson guitars you have?
I had 3. That kind of goes with what I probably made the best one ever. It sounded fantastic, best looking, and I put it on my site. I had no intentions of selling it.
And somebody made you an offer you couldn't refuse.
Yep. And
I was going to say, I know somebody's going to want that.
Yeah.
I didn't think so, but and that was on there for 2 days, and I just shipped that out about 2 days ago. That makes me want to cry, because I would have pulled that one as a player. Looked phenomenal. But what happened with the first Harley guitar that I made? I did a little video. I did something for Seymour Duncan pickups. I bought one of the pickups, and they wanted a demo of their pickup in a Harley guitar. They thought that would be kind of cool. So I did House of the Rising Sun, just an instrumental, and flipped it out there. I don't know. It's 11, 12 million views now.
Yeah.
And
wow.
it's been shared. And
didn't Tool pick up on it or something, I want to say?
Leonard Skinner had it. I've been in Guitar Player Magazine, Guitar World.
Wow.
With that guitar.
With the Harley?
Yep. And that just got picked up. Easy Rider contacted. Well, it was funny because when they seen that first guitar, and they said, "Well, that's cool, but that's only one guitar." So that stuck in the back of my mind. Okay, so they don't want one.
What do they want?
Well, I called them up and said, "I got 3 now. Is that enough?" I said it was, and I sent them pictures. The bass player made one. I had one. So then they started talking about the whole theme behind the band, and so they're doing like a 2 or 3 page layout on the band, the instruments, and stuff. So that's coming out, I think, in August.
Nice. That's really cool.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah.
Do you think about mass producing these?
It'd be nice in the respect of money wise.
Yeah.
But I know a guy asked me, he goes, just send me the parts and I'll put together. I says, you have no idea. It's like you're taking like a aluminum, it's called a derby cover. It's a side cover. You got to fit it onto the guitar. Then you got to cut it out for whatever to fit the guitar, the pickups, and then you got to put it all together to make it work and sound.
I was gonna say I wouldn't suggest doing it in pieces because I mean if they put it together and they put it together wrong or it doesn't sound correctly, they're gonna be like, well, this is bogus. Whereas like I mean this is your artwork. This is what you do. You know what I mean? You know how to make it sound the way you want it to sound
and make it work.
And that's why I said like don't go. I don't think you should mass produce them. I think you should do some and then like
make them custom all the time.
Right.
Yeah. Make them custom and then if you want to sell them, put them on like where people can auction them off or like something like that where they're more unique and more personal.
Yeah.
Well, I'll plug in for that. Mojo Johnson guitars. That's where I've been putting that little 3-string guitar that I was talking about. I got the beaver pedal on there. I made one the Harley that was on there. Sad story. I did a NASCAR theme. Did a steering wheel. It's a Dale Earnhardt. It's got her shifter on it. It's pretty cool. That's on there.
Oh, that's cool. I'd like to check that one out.
Yep. So yeah, I think that's all the stuff as far as that goes.
Stacy's saying have Terry make you a dildo mic.
Spent too much time with it. Wait a minute.
I imagine that could be kind of easy. Remember the dude from Fishbone had one. Do you remember that? He had a wireless mic, but it was a dildo. Do you remember that? It was at Modown.
Was that the one they wanted to do the interview with?
Yeah.
Did he want you guys to use that microphone?
Definitely not.
You don't know where that thing's been.
It smelled like ass.
No doubt, no doubt. Terry Johnson in the house with us for the Swamp Drivers. Where can people find your videos if they want to check you out on a Monday?
If you, that's Facebook. So Facebook Live under the Swamp Drivers page. I do it like every Monday. Usually different instruments, stuff like that. But YouTube, if you just type in the Swamp Drivers, what I use the stage name wise is Terry Mojo Johnson. That's where the Mojo Johnson guitars come from. But you type any of those things in, and a lot of those things will come right up.
Oh, cool. Right on. Is there a guitar out there that you would never part with?
The one I just sold.
The one.
Actually, the first Harley. No, and a lot of these, it's because it's. I'm not too scared. There's one behind me here. I haven't pulled out of the box yet because it's kind of looks nasty. Plus, I don't trust you guys. It's a plunger. I don't.
Oh, you saw our toilet.
Yeah. But story behind that. That's one of the first instruments I made. The sound actually gave me the name of the band. It just got this eerie, swampy sound out of this plunger, and you'll see why I want to play it. And that's what named the band.
Really?
Yeah.
How long has the Swamp Drivers been together now? Or
Well,
how long
3.
have you had the band? It's been 3 years?
Yep.
That's it?
Yep. A little over 3.
Wow.
It seems like longer. Wow.
You know, and that you know why? Because it's called promotions, and the guy does a lot of work, and you've been hearing their name for a long. I feel like I've been hearing their name for a long time.
For too long. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, not at all.
Not teasing.
No, it means you guys are out there and you're relevant. That's what it means. And you guys are busy. You play a lot.
We've been very fortunate. I mean, we've probably for me one of the highlights was playing at the Stanley.
Yeah.
You know, we opened up for Marshall Tucker a little while ago, and to me, both of those. I was a big Marshall Tucker fan growing up, and playing at the Stanley. I mean, it was just both of those things were just awesome. So
I'm surprised some of the guys in those bands haven't reached out to you for your instruments or like I could see ZZ Top playing the Harley one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know one of the guys that plays with a side project. I can't think of the name of it with Billy Gibbons. I can't think of the name of the band. He's got a Cuban. I don't know if you guys know that it's a Cuban project. It's really cool.
I didn't know he had a side project.
Yeah, Billy Gibbons does, yeah. But this guy plays keyboards with him. And long story short, I've met this guy. He's flipping over the instruments. He's a big producer. But anyways, trying to think, lost my train. It doesn't take much, and I'm gone.
Well, it's osmosis between all of us.
Yeah. There you go.
They're saying they love you out there at Del Lago and at the Courtside Grill at the fair. So Stacy's checking in. And, you guys rocked the house at the fair last year. I saw the whole set, and it was great.
That was a blast.
You guys had a great time over there. And
you know what's fun about that place?
What's that?
Is because the deal with us is it's a visual. Mm-hmm. And I put on a set, you gotta see it to believe it. And what it is, because if you play and you just listen to it, it sounds like somebody's playing the instrument, even though they sound different, but it's, so what? It sounds a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But when we play at the state fair, where we play, it's a very small. In front of us, it's probably 12 feet. It's very active. A lot of people walking through, and I love what they'll do is, we're sitting there playing. People start walking by, like, hurry up, let's get by. And then somebody will just kind of glance up and they'll look at, a plunger or something. They start elbowing one another, and then that's if we play a really big place and people don't see what we're doing, they don't get it.
That dude playing a garden hoe?
Yeah. I think you should get on like a festival just so people can be looking at you like all tripped out and being like, what the hell are
Yeah,
you
you
doing?
would freak people out for sure.
Yeah.
Especially in those hippie festivals.
Yeah. you playing a frying pan?
Make one out of a few things, apparently.
But you guys are busy. What's the schedule like?
It's going great.
You busy throughout the whole summer? You booked up?
Oh yeah. We've got there's a couple dates here and there, but what's happened is I'm kind of backed off and just let them. We're playing some fast. What's happened in the past, I'm a believer of if you're booked at a gig, I don't care, you play the gig. If somebody calls you up and offers you more money, it's hard and I've done that in the past where you just say, man,
we all have.
And so I just take the gig that you booked because it's gonna bite you. And so this year I kind of backed up because I lost a couple phenomenal gigs last year. One of the ones we played for Kentucky Headhunters last year. That was cool.
They're still around?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Kentucky Headhunters.
I haven't heard that name in years.
I haven't heard it since the 80s.
Yeah, it was like 15,000 people. That was awesome.
Wow.
That was a good time.
Where was that at?
A Rendezvous. It's a Harley party.
Mariahville.
Yeah,
Mariahville.
It's a good time there.
Wow.
Yeah.
50,000.
The Indian Lookout.
No, 15, but still.
15. Oh, I think you said 50.
It's
Wow.
a big space.
Still, 15,000 is really good.
It's like a festival space over there. It's nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it was clothes optional. It was pretty cool.
Some people you want put clothes back on.
Oh yeah, I did say that a few times. Please.
Well, what gigs do you have coming up? Anything coming up other than the Barden Mudfest?
Oh yeah, we're it seems like you're looking for Prime Pacific, but it's like the casino just put on there.
Del Lago.
We got I think 2 or 3 out there. That's
good.
But a lot of private parties, a lot of like special events. Heck, we're north, south, east, and west from here. So far this year, we're all in New York. Last year, I think we went to Vermont a little while back. We went to Pennsylvania, Ohio. So far this year, it seems like it's pretty much New York.
Yeah, traveling though, that's good. Spreading the word.
Yeah, it's got its good points and its bad. Like we talked to the guys, it depends. If you're getting done at 1 o'clock in the morning, you got a 2 or 3 hour trip home. It's it's a long haul. Then you're following up the next day, and
it takes a toll.
Yeah.
Definitely takes a toll. Nice. Let's bust out some of these guitars.
Can I take these off, or do you want to do a little show and tell? All right.
Yeah, a little show and tell. Yeah, of course you can take that. Terry Johnson with us from the Swamp Drivers. Make sure you stop out to Barden Mudfest this weekend. Right. MKJ Farms. It's going to be off the charts. We got the Swamp Drivers. We got the Old Main coming. The Swamp. I said the Swamp Drivers.
So nice.
Simple
You had to
Props.
say it twice.
So great that I had to say it twice. Jimmy two times. Simple Props. Grit and Grace Alternate Universe. The Bomb. It's going to be a great time. The Barden Mudfest up at MKJ Farm, Deansboro, this Saturday. Come get muddy. The dirty little Boilermaker. Or the Boilermaker's dirty little brother, dirty little ninja warrior, whatever you want to refer to it as. It's got a lot of nicknames.
A good freaking time.
It's going to be a great time, and these guys are going to be here kicking it all off. I got to make a little transition over here. Let's see. Do a little tilt. There we go. There's Terry. So now that one right there, that's the Rachel Ray.
Yeah, this is her signature on it.
You got the signature on it.
Yeah, and a couple things. Got a couple kisses from her and signature on it.
How was Rachel Ray? Pretty cool. She seems like she's so down to earth.
I was freaked out because you hear a lot of people say, "Well, these people they made it big and then they're jerks or whatever."
Yeah,
100% no.
Awesome.
She was awesome. She was. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I've been on a few local news shows and stuff like that, and I didn't really feel like I was gonna be.
There you go.
You good? Didn't think it was gonna bother me any. And then I got there, and it's lights, camera, and action. It was the real deal,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really nervous, because what they'll do is, they interview you and you talk, and then they say go. That was it. It isn't no warm up or say just go ahead and play. She was awesome. Before we went on, we're on break. I'm over there making sure everything's tuned up. My hands are sweating, And I hear she starts talking to me from across the state, just small talking. Where are you from? And she was awesome.
Yeah, and she's from upstate New York too. She's from Glens Falls, so I feel like her and her husband are super cool people. Like I could get down with them and eat and drink, and
I don't
they
know who her
just
husband
seem
is,
really. John Cusimano, he's a musician. He's a great musician, actually. In fact, I could tell you a little backstory. They were playing at the EC, and I sent them to Joey's, and they ate Joey's, the chicken riggies, and then 2 months later, she was doing
that. Happens to you a lot.
I know, it's kind
That's
of
how
weird.
that happened.
Yeah, he was playing at my club that night.
Because I heard that story, but I didn't know where they were playing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you are famous, see that?
No, I'm the background guy. Yeah, I'm the background guy. That's a really cool. So that's a stainless. Have you ever used that frying pan to cook before you turned it into a guitar?
No, tore right in.
Brand new.
Yep. So what I did was I always try to do the theme. So I got the Rachel Ray frying pan, salt and pepper shakers for the volume tones.
Here, put that up a little closer. Yeah, right up to this one right here.
I don't know which way you're
facing. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. You're right where you are. Okay. I can zoom in a little bit here. That's
So we got the salt and pepper shakers.
Uh-huh.
Then on the back, which somebody told me, I got this at a garage sale. Actually, it was just a stainless. It was a serving tray, and somebody said, "Boy, I screwed up," because I guess I drilled holes in it, and they said that was probably, I should have done that. Oh well.
Oh well. What are you gonna do?
But that's it. And then this one here, I put frets on this one. And, yeah.
Super cool. Super cool.
So what I was going to do is, if it's all right, I'll play for a minute, and then we'll...
Are you just sitting around the house drinking beer and be like, you know what, I want to turn into a guitar today?
Unfortunately, that is... You walk through and you look at things totally different. You really do.
See, like, I could just imagine if you were doing this as a kid, your mom would be pissed. Like, where's my good frying pan?
Totally. I know my mom would.
So you want to hear a little something? Or?
Yeah, of course.
Is the volume all right?
Yeah, sounds good.
First, we're going to make it swampy, all right?
All right. He brought his pedals with him, too.
He made them all.
Now, what's the tuning on that?
This is open E tuning, so it's EBE.
EBE?
Yeah. We were playing this last weekend. I was playing my one-string garden hoe, right? There's all sorts of jokes. We got a hoe. We can bring a hoe with us.
Yeah.
And you put one. We put only one string on it. It's a G string.
Oh.
No.
You got a G string on your hoe.
So, anyways, let me.
Yeah, that sounds good. Awesome.
Sounds great.
Awesome. What are you using for a loop pedal?
That's a ditto.
Oh, yeah.
Ditto, too. Just, man, I'll tell you, I love. It's easy to use.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an old guy, like easy. Just get two buttons. One to start the loop, and then the second one.
So no layers or any of that, right?
It layers as much you can, as much as you want.
As much as you want. Okay.
But you can't take and pick and choose. The other ones you can, I guess you can use different layers and. But
I love how he used the handle of the frying pan for the strap.
Oh yeah.
And then you got strap locks on the other side of that frying pan, right, to lock it right in.
Oh yeah, everything's. Well, that's kind of what. You live and learn.
Uh-huh.
The next one I made, I didn't put this out quite as far. I put it over this way.
Okay.
Try to get a case to fit that. It's like you live and learn.
Now, where do you take the neck from? Where did that neck come from?
I get this. This one here, I got a CB Giddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a place up on the East Coast. I buy some of the parts. In fact, got the neck from him, and this is a 3-string. I wanted something so I could get the intonation right, because on the slide and stuff really doesn't matter when when you see my plunger.
Mhm.
It doesn't really matter because it's it's a plunger. But what I found was I still do a lot of excuse me, use a lot of reclaimed stuff that people have junked.
That's great. Yes. Reusable stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's from old guitar parts. Like I guitars people busted necks out of, trash and stuff like that. And that's where you get some of these really cool, some of these old pickups. And it's good and bad because you put it together, you think, oh man, this looks good. You put it together, and all of a sudden, it doesn't work right, or feedback, or whatever. And
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's awesome. Now what else you got over there?
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna do on the.
Little scene setting.
Yeah.
Seen that? Oh, dude, look at that thing.
Just leave it alone.
That thing is really cool.
This is nasty.
This is the
fun.
plunger.
This is the plunger. This is.
That's the plunger.
What's that say on it?
Crapple-caster. Everything's got to have, well, the Rachel Ray, that's what that's called is Evo. And that's what she uses on her extra virgin olive oil. That's what she talks about on her show. So everything that we've got is, we try to give it a name, like One String Garden Hoe called it Dillio, and all the spiel about the one string on it, and, this one here is legit. It's clean now. It's a plunger. It's got an old muffler clamp off of a mini bike. It's got the electronics down in the working part of it. But like I said, I put a pickup. It's inverted, and this thing's just got a sick sound to it. And that's what hooked me on this thing.
Let's hear that thing. Look at that. How old is that plunger? That thing looks like it's from the.
I hope it was new when you bought it.
It doesn't look new at all. Wow.
Let's see what you got here. I won't blow anybody away here. That's what a plunger sounds like.
That sounds like the swamp right there.
Oh yeah,
that's
this
that's
is the one.
swamp grittiness right there.
This is what I was talking about. That named the instruments, or the instrument named the band. And that's it. Just got the evil sound to it.
It does. It definitely got an evil. I love it.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's what that thing sounds like.
That's incredible.
I like it, man.
I got to get a picture of that one. I'm doing a little storybook on our Instagram if you want to hop over to Disruption Network Instagram.
Mr. Monkey says, hey.
Hey, Mr. Monkey.
The Crapple-caster. Dude, that thing's really cool, man. It does not look new. I mean, that looks like
no, that's an old plunger, Terry. Hi.
Plunger.
You got to admit it if that's an old plunger. He's not going to say nothing.
All right.
It looks like the plunger has some use, not
a
just
little
plain
bit.
use.
Just a few.
Hey, when you're on the band and you know.
Well, that's one of the instruments we really keep an eye on because we don't want to be bringing that thing back.
Now we're going to the Harley guitar.
Yeah, this one here is the Harley theme guitar. Now, what we did with this one here, this is the one that's going to be an Easy Rider magazine along with the other ones. I don't know if you guys can see what this is. I got a sprocket in the back. Flip around the back. Old sprocket. This is an old Harley Davidson emblem that was on the side of the motor.
That's incredible.
This is the Derby cover.
Mm-hmm.
You guys probably can't see it now.
No, you can see it.
This went down on a bike because it's all dug up on the side. Again, reclaimed stuff. This is the gears, I think, in the water pump on the inside of the motor. And that's pretty much it for Harley parts on this one. The other ones, some of the other ones, I got a lot of stuff on them.
That one you play often, right?
Yeah.
That's your baby right there, isn't it?
Well, yeah, they all are for different
They
reasons.
all are?
You know, yeah. This one's
You gotta get a little smoke machine or something to come out of the exhaust.
that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's on fire or something.
Yeah, like or maybe put like some kind of flare in there or something.
Let's do a little playing on this one here.
Ooh, I like the low tone on that.
Yeah.
Live, isn't it?
The low, I like that.
Oh yeah, it's good when it's live when it goes out of tune. Somebody said to me,
that happens often. Do these slip out of tune a lot on you? Do you have to like tune up in between every song?
well, the problem that you get is being it's metal. So yeah, and you know, it's crazy. Some of them are like fantastic.
Yeah.
And then some of them, they just drive you nuts.
Now, does that get a little uncomfortable? I see the sprockets kind of like
No,
digging.
be honest, well, what I do is I take in. It's all. No, it's not.
Okay.
Because what I do is I grind it down so it doesn't. Because everybody says, "Oh my God, it must kill you." No, it's.
It looks like it's digging right in.
No, it's all good.
Oh, that sounds great too.
One more time here.
I like the low tones on that.
That thing's
amazing.
That's the Harley.
That's the
That's
Harley.
Awesome. And it has that sound that you would expect from a Harley guitar. You know what I mean? That low
Bluesy, just
Well, that's like they said that one that I sold that I wish I didn't. Sorry through my back to you guys. Had the best tone of any guitar that I think I've ever made.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about this is when you start putting these things together, you never know
what you're gonna get.
No.
You never know.
No, and there's some that never made it.
I was just going to ask you, there has to be some that just completely frustrate you and you can't just get it. And
I had this idea. Let me bring this down here. I had this idea of making one out of a violin.
Yeah.
And I want to make it into a scream. And I want to. It's kind of like the combination. You want to kind of shock people.
Uh-huh.
So I took this little violin, and I wanted to make a screaming guitar out of it. So I had the idea, change the strings around, put electric strings on it, put a pickup in there. I just can't get it to work. It just wants to cave in on itself, you know. And every once in a while, I'll get a bug up my butt, bring it back on the bench, and try to make it work. But
you do the Pete Townsend, maybe smash it on
yeah,
stage.
I'm getting close.
Yeah,
that's why I set it aside for a while.
Have you ever done anything like a key instrument, like keyboard or?
No. Well, you know, I play sax too, and I've thought about that, trying to figure out how to. Take in like the measurements from like a recorder and those little things they give the kids and stuff like that, and try to make something like out of a plastic tube or something like that. There's a big video that was out a little while ago. A guy was playing a carrot. Did you ever see that?
No,
I did see that.
That was
Oh,
killer.
you've turned it into a recorder?
Yeah.
Yes, I did see that.
The tone was like, holy cow. No, it's pretty much been. Well, I shouldn't say that because the drummer, I gotta get him. Phil Deal's our drummer. He designed it, put it together. That thing is killer. I'll put it up sound-wise against anything. The downside of it is it doesn't throw the volume as much as what you take the heads off the bottom of the drums. It'll throw the sound better. These are enclosed buckets, so it doesn't throw the sound. But it sound like in here it would sound awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. The kick, yeah, it's all good.
Nice. He's beating on garbage cans and a mop bucket, right? Doesn't he have a
It's
mop
got
bucket?
it's got a mop and a broom for the cymbal stands. He dabbled with a snare back a while ago. That was one of the ones that didn't make it. He had this idea, he put it together, and it just he threw that himself.
Like Irish jug band over here.
Yeah, right?
You know?
Yeah. No, it's man. We are so psyched for this weekend, though.
It's going to be great, man. And it's great. We have like 1,200 runners registered already, which last year we closed out the race at 1,200 runners. So there's going to be more than last year.
So when they get there, they can still register?
I think, yes, it's open. But, who knows? They might have to cap it eventually. I was telling Dan the other day, we might even need a bigger venue down the road. It's getting big. So, yeah, you can come in and register.
How long is the run itself?
Now, there's a 5 mile, there's a 5K, and then there's a kids course.
Yep.
So you bring the whole family, and they've got food trucks and vendors, and there's a lot of Saranac beer going to be poured out there. And
They've run for old guys, like a quarter of a mile or something.
Yeah, it's from the beer tent to the bathroom.
Yeah, there you go. I'll run that one right there. I'll
be
tell
right
you.
there with you.
Well, lucky for us, the stage is right in the beer tent. So
See that? Thank you. Appreciate that.
We make it all in one to make it easier and convenient for everybody. That's for damn sure.
You know,
but yes, it's a great time, and they have some grueling obstacles. And there's a new obstacle this year, and Chicken and I were talking about it. And they have a slip and slide coming down this gigantic hill.
That's part of it.
Yeah, that's part of it. And like after you're running and climbing the monkey bars and going through swamps and ponds and swinging on ropes and running over pallets and water and whatever. Then you got to slide down this slip and slide, which is in the middle of a cornfield. It's going to be.
That sounds like a good time.
It's grueling.
It'd be fun to watch. I don't know if Yeah. Something. Did you put the band selection together?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You start tearing this apart. Okay, we're kind of a ZZ Top-ish thing. You got. Was it Maine? Old Maine?
Old Maine, right.
They're like Americana.
Bluegrass.
Yeah. And then you got the Bomb. And then you got.
Grit and Grace.
You hit them all.
Yeah.
That's
the plan.
Oh, yeah.
So a little something for everybody.
That's why I'm looking forward. Be honest with you, when you first called, you said, "Hey, we're setting up a time," and I was thinking, I'll try to get a gig later on. Then I started looking at all the bands you had. It's not screw this. I'm going to stick around and party with these guys.
That's awesome.
Because you don't get a chance. You got a great selection. That's awesome.
I feel like you would be a band fan type of band. You know what I mean? Like the other bands would be fan of yours because of like all these cool instruments that you're playing.
Right.
And, like you're so unique and excellent. I mean, you played awesome. But I feel like other musicians would be like, "Wow, this is really freaking cool."
Do you have a lot of musicians come to your shows often?
It depends on where we're playing. It seems like we're playing out of the area, but when we do it, it's always good to see. I'll tell you what, and a lot of these guys, and I don't want to, because I'd leave somebody out, when they come, they look at our stuff and, of course, shake their heads and, what the hell you guys doing? But they're always helping out. What is you? Here you are, you call us in, just the guys, the local guys are great. There's just a lot of great musicians.
It's a good circle in this town. There's
a
great community, great music community. Guys like Genesee Joe and Jerry Krause and and everybody with Miss Suchi and everybody we've been working with throughout the years and years. And we're all in this together, so we got to help each other out. And that's the important thing. And music being first and foremost, of course.
Oh, yeah. That's what it's about.
That's what it's about. And having a good time.
Yep.
And when it's not a good time anymore, that's when you hang it up.
Yep.
And doubt that will ever happen for me.
No.
This is what we do, Terry.
maybe someday I'll grow up. I don't know.
Maybe someday. But the Swamp Drivers are kicking off 11 a.m. It's an early one. It starts early, but the race starts at 8 a.m. So
there you go.
The race starts at 8 a.m. and then after everybody's done running the race, they come and hang out with us. And
what's the location again?
MKJ Farms in Deansboro.
Okay.
If you go up to, that's a great wedding facility. Actually, have you ever been up there for a wedding?
No. But I was just talking to somebody else about the exact same thing. That says awesome.
It really is. They do it up. In fact, right after this weekend starts their wedding season, and they go and do weddings from the middle of April all the way to November.
They're doing a barn, right?
They do it right in the barn.
And the barn is beautiful.
Oh, it's really cool. A little rustic feel. You get
That's
the
awesome.
Outdoorsy feel and kind of feel like you're in the Adirondacks. It's cool. It's a cool little venue. It's a great spot. And the obstacle course is just nuts. It's all over the place. So I'll have to take you for a ride throughout the course so we check it out. I'll
take the plunger and go.
Yeah.
How's the parking and stuff? They got like local parking and
huge. There's tons of parking. There's a lot of fields and they have that down. This is the 6th annual. We've been doing it for 6 years now.
Yeah, each year you find new and improved.
Exactly.
Oh, we better not do that again.
Exactly. Exactly. And, bands like Grit and Grace and Alternate Universe, they've been doing it for a long time. They've been 6 years they've been doing it for us. So they've been since the beginning. And Simple Props has been with us for a couple of years now. So a lot of these bands keep coming back and performing, and it gets bigger and bigger every year. So
and
it's a great time for a great cause.
When he mentioned, oh, better not do that again. I think Dan ends is more like, what can we add?
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting bored with this. Like, what other torture can we do?
He could be pretty sadistic when it comes to putting an
slip
obstacle
inside
course together.
You know what he does? He probably puts it together. He goes, I'm going to go there and watch.
No, he actually runs it. Not during the race. He'll run it like before
Test
to test it out, and he does it often. He's got a CrossFit gym in his garage right now. Just to get him ready for Mudfest.
There's a CrossFit gym at the
No, it's in his garage. He built
Nature
it.
was their gym.
Yeah, right.
No, see, me and you, we got the other thing that I've been practicing. I've been doing 16-ounce curls. I got to practice with my left hand. I feel like my right hand's a little bit more.
Switch it up. Well, you got a double fist. It's all about double fist.
My left hand's a little stronger, but that has nothing to do with beer.
I was trying to leave that one go.
The cool thing, Terry, though, this whole thing, it sucks that something tragic had to happen for this cool event to happen. But the cool thing is, all the money that's allocated throughout this festival they bring these kids, these inner city kids, to an Adirondack excursion. They take their phones away from them, and they pair all these kids up together, and they bring them out in the middle of the woods, and they make them camp and survive and go canoeing, and they do really cool things. Then at the end, they make all these kids pick a charity, and then all that money gets distributed throughout the charities that these kids pick. So it gets.
I didn't know. That's awesome.
It gets allocated throughout many, many different charities, as well as the Sandy Hook Promise Program.
And what I think is cool is as Dan was describing it, he takes these kids and he has them do team builder things where they got to work together and whatnot.
And these kids don't know each other. They're all from different areas.
That was my next question. I was going to ask where they were from.
They're all from different areas. They get kids inner city kids and kids from like Waterville to Sequoia and down in New York City.
How many kids, roughly?
12, I think he said. 10 to 12, something like that.
Yep.
But then he makes them go off on their own and set up their own shelter and their own fire and whatnot for like a day or two or something like that. I think it's probably like a day.
Yeah.
But I think it's like really cool because it not only teaches them how to work together, but how to do it on their own as well.
Mm-hmm.
And for these kids that never get to experience that kind of lifestyle, I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Get out there and breathe clean air.
Yes.
And get out there in nature and become one with nature.
Well, it gives them that chance.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because we're country boys up here. We've probably fished or done something, being off in the sticks a little bit. Where some of these people, as funny as it sounds, have probably never done that.
Right.
They probably never pooped in the woods.
Boy, you
right? Z?
You never look at leaves different anymore.
But you know what I mean, like not to that point, but like these kids they teach them how to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And go canoeing and start a fire.
Oh, yeah.
Cook and all that stuff. So, and there's a great video, and you could go to bardenmudfest.org and check out the video of these kids doing a testimonial, being like, "This changed my life. I am a different person now."
I bet.
And there's a few kids on that video stating that. So it's really cool, and they do change lives, and now they don't even really care about their phones, and they're out there. It's amazing. You should watch it. It's a great video put together by our good friend Jeff Storm. So we'll be out there the whole weekend. Well, I'll be out there Friday. I'm going to go out there and set up some stuff on Friday, and then Saturday we'll be there doing some broadcasts. We're not sure about the Wi-Fi situation up there, but we'll be up there probably with our camera phones and talking to people, so we'll have to have you come by and
Oh yeah.
So are you going to bring other guitars, or are these usually your arsenal when you?
Oh no. I'm going to be changing up. So you guys got to come see the other stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. What's the go-to? Is there a go-to?
Love I got another Harley guitar that's it's got a kind of a soft spot. I've got the Riverware frying pan that's got a very cool tone to it.
Oh yeah, that's
what I got.
You couldn't drill through.
Oh yeah. I got a 6-string pitchfork. We use that for crowd control.
Nice.
No, but that's got a sick sound. There's one of those things that I put together. If you know what a pitchfork looks like, got the metal tines on it. The strings attach, long story short, through that, and it's got a sick tone. It's a stick with strings. That one's really cool. The garden hole, they all for different reasons.
Garden Hole. The Garden Hole is really cool. And then you play that one with a slide, right?
Yes.
You have to play that one.
But it's a trip. Now, if what you got to remember too, we'll be definitely playing that when we're there.
Cool.
I'm playing a 1-string. My bass player's playing a 2-string. So the whole song is got 3 strings. So.
The whole song's got 3 strings.
Yeah, but it usually gets their attention because it's just the guys are great. I gotta admit, both of the guys have embraced this, and then they see what it does. It makes you think outside the box. Yeah. It's probably aggravating, at certain times you can do one thing on one guitar, but you can't do it on the others. But it's that's a cool part about having a couple different ones.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, is it certain guitars or certain instruments per song? Like, so then, like, the next
for
song,
me, it kind of is
a little bit.
For me, it kind of is because it's like I said. We do one song with the Garden Hole. It's funny. I'm doing 1 string with a hole.
The jokes are endless.
Oh, that one's bad. Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of like Axl Rose with wardrobe changes. It's like you guys with instrument changes.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, tools. They got to change the tools.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
I love it. What's your website? People can find you?
It's www.theswampdrivers.com. That'll get us to the band. It's got our dates. It's got videos. All sorts of stuff. We got CDs. That's why I'm got the doing the T-shirts on there. Then you got the Mojo Johnson guitars. That's for the instruments, and also it's got some of the other things. The T-shirts and CDs there also. So
are you guys recording anytime soon?
We should.
Yeah.
We really should. We've got the music. It's just sitting down and doing it. It's that's basically it. We've got to sit down and do it. Just we get all these little side projects going, and then we just kind of put those things off. What we should do is we really should plan it because this time of the year from now forward until September is crazy.
Busy.
Yeah, and that's what you want.
Yeah,
and so I should try to plan ahead. So
that's good to be busy.
Yep.
Good to be busy. Do I expect to see you at the fair again this year?
Yes.
Yes, awesome.
But the problem is I didn't realize what the guy does. We've played there a couple years. What he does is he wants to put us in with a band that would be of equal. Like we were supposed to be with. I think it was Leonard Skinner last year playing at the Chevy Court.
That's right.
But
Earth,
I think
Wind,
they changed the dates. And so the night we played there, it was a symphony orchestra.
Oh.
It just really wasn't. It wasn't really a good match for us. But
I was gonna say it's a little awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little weird. It was a little weird for the symphony orchestra. To be honest with you.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Metallica played behind a symphony. Maybe you should play together.
You join it up.
No, but we're playing. We haven't hit the date yet, but that's the reason why. He's just trying to line it up with the Chevy Court and what they've got that would match with us. So
now, is there a band out there that like you dream to play with?
Nothing. If you guys ever get a chance, the guy that after I got doing this, there's a guy named C6 Steve. You got to check that out.
C6.
Yeah, he was from the States. He was a hobo. He makes these funky instruments. After we started playing, this guy come up to me and goes, you guys, you ought to check this C6 Steve out. He plays with a drummer, and it's just usually the two of them. Well, they did a little while ago. They played with the bass player from Led Zeppelin.
Oh wow!
He flipped out over. Yeah, he flipped out over, and he was playing. That guy's a bad man. The bass. He was playing like a mandolin. The bass player from.
John Paul Jones is an amazing musician.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I just thought he was a bass player, and he's not. He
wrote a lot of that music.
Yeah,
a lot of it, and keys and everything. He's
I didn't know the keys part, but yeah. But yeah, check that out. C6 Steve, if you guys get a chance.
C6 Steve, huh?
Yeah.
How about I could see you guys playing with ZZ Top. I could see that
right.
being such a great double bill.
It just seems like a good match.
You have no idea how much I. Again, that's another one of my. For me, for my age and stuff like that, I'd love it. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
I think
just hey Billy.
Right? Should send him a demo or something.
Yeah.
Ah man.
You keep making these videos, and I'm sure one of these videos will end up in front of his eyes.
Well,
eventually. I mean, look, it did with Skinner. Saw your videos, and
what's cool now is like Facebook and stuff like that. You can actually tag people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and somebody take a look at it, and check it out for you.
Well, it's funny. I was thinking about it today. The different people in the last. I've been at this since I was 12, but nothing like in the last 3 or 4 years. A lot of crazy stuff has happened. The guitar player for George Thorogood. Met him. We've been communicating back and forth. He was going to come up he's got a band called Monkey Bee. His name's Jim Suler, but he's the guitar player for George Thorogood. And he goes, "Oh man, we're playing out to Rochester a few years ago," and went out to Rochester, and he goes, "We come out, we're shooting a bowl and stuff like that," and he says, "When we're done with the show, he says, come out back, I'll take you on a bus." So he took us on a tour bus, right, and it was freaking wicked. I mean, it's like there wasn't no like with the Swamp Drivers would be in, it was really really nice, top notch, right? And he goes, "Hey, let's go see what George is up to." So George was kind of a scary dude, I gotta tell you.
Really?
A little bit. He goes.
That's why he drinks alone.
He comes out of his bus, right? He calls him up. "Hey, George, come on out." And so George comes out, and he looks like kind of like an Elvis thing. He had this like a tarp over his, like I don't know what you'd call it, but a shawl or whatever shawl. And so he walks out, and he goes, "Isn't it good to meet me?"
Wow.
Yeah, it was cool though. He could be that way. He's been,
yeah.
But
yeah, he's bad to the bone.
Hilarious. Well, we actually got to get out of here. We got a new show launching tonight. The Wrestling Fandom Radio, part of our Disruption Sports series that is going on around here. So we're going to pass it off to those guys. They'll be here in just a little bit. So new show here on the D, as we always do.
Yep.
Launch a new show. We should actually launch his show too. We should
yeah.
distribute his frying pan guitar show.
I'd say we do Swamp Drivers and a Smokin' Joe concert.
Ooh,
Let's do that.
Now that would be epic too.
And
don't get me started with the Smokin' Joe.
But I'm just saying, like, what a great show that would be.
I gotta admit, I went over because I used to work at Big Apple Music, so I met Joe with his dad back in the day. And a little while ago, I went over to see his dad, and I said, "Man, I got to show you these guitars." And he thought they were cool, but I said, "Could you show Joe?" But I don't think it ever went any further than that.
And
we shot the bull for a long time. But
I think looking at them is one thing, but when you actually see them being played, okay, I seen the plunger, and you're like, "Oh, that's cool." But then when you hear it, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's got a great sound.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think that's another thing. Like, you should probably send them, like, a video of you playing it.
Well, they're out there, but these
they get everything.
Look what Joe, Joe's on now with I think Fender Amps made a amp for him now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
he deserves it. He's
a bad man.
One of the best guitarists out there going, and we talk about this all the time, and I'm going to mention it, and I don't want to get aggravated, but it just sucks that the kid gets no love in Utica. He's huge. He's a mega rock star all over the world, but in Utica, New York, for some reason, his own hometown, they got I don't know, it's the Utica mentality, but
yep.
Drives me crazy.
Well, I was talking to his dad. We got talking about a little bit about that too.
Yeah.
But one of the things we were talking about, he said, he goes, how cool it was. He says, Joe's met and played with, and he was listening. He goes,
Eric Clapton, B.B. King. I mean,
he was talking about Eric Clapton, and he goes, I can't believe you met Eric Clapton. I says, you don't realize Joe Bonamassa is Eric Clapton now.
Yes.
Right.
He is
on another level too.
Oh yeah, but this is a lot of people don't realize it. This I seen him back a few years ago over to I think it was the Showroom. The tickets were nothing. I'm going. So oh my God, this you see videos of when he's a kid, but now he's
a bad man, like you said.
He's Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
You mix.
All of that. But what I like about him, too, now is he's starting with the Black Country Communion stuff that he's doing with Jason Bonham and Glenn Hughes. He's starting to get into that old 70s rock sound, just that warm,
Which I think is a good sound coming back now, too.
It really is. And what they're doing is amazing. I love what they're doing. And it's not just a blues rock band anymore. Joe has definitely gone on and he checking out different genres and playing different
Have you seen where he played with this girl playing the cello?
Yes, I did see that.
I was talking to his dad about that. She's a concert celloist or whatever you call it, but she loves heavy metal.
Mm-hmm.
You got to hear it. He's playing the acoustic guitar, and they're trading licks. I'm going, oh my God!
And then the stuff he did with Beth Hart. Oh my God, it's great. What a voice on her too. And she's been around for a while, and I feel like her career has had a resurgence ever since she got together with Joe.
She's got a credible voice.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah, she really does.
Yeah, I don't know her.
Beth Hart's
man, check it out.
I seen her at Lollapalooza like 95.
Really?
Yeah, she was on one of those side stages. She's been around for a long time.
Very original.
Yeah.
Her voice is, you hear it once and...
You know it's her.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. I have to check it out.
That album with those two together, that coffee, Black Coffee or whatever, that's a great song. They have some really cool stuff together. You should check it out. Beth Hart and Joe Bonamassa. And then the Black Country Communion stuff is just top-notch, too. I love that whole classic 70s sound. You know, the Ampeg sound.
Oh, yeah?
The 1975 Marshall stack.
We're just talking about that.
I love that sound.
A bass player, he's kind of sort of these old amps. So he's got 3 of those old Ampegs. He's got 18, he's got a couple 15s back there. It's just like his pride joy. He looks at him, wipes them off, keeps them nice.
Yeah, you got to take care of them.
Yeah.
They're like babies.
Oh, yeah.
Terry, thanks so much for coming in, man. And
No,
thanks
great
again
time.
for coming out on Saturday. It's going to be a great time on Saturday.
Really looking forward to it.
What time do they go on again?
They're on at 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
They're on right after the race is done. It takes a good, because the 5 mile starts at 8, and it takes a while to get through it. You know, it's a 5 mile course. You're climbing stuff and going over mountains.
Hill and dale, mud and swamps.
Swamps and all that. That's why you're perfect for that.
That's right.
So by the time they're done, it's right around 11 o'clock, and they'll kick it off.
Nice.
The post-race party. So
there we go.
And then on over to our boys from Simple Props, Alternate Universe, The Bomb, and Great and Gray. So it's going to be a great time. Going to be an absolute great time. Terry, again, thanks one more time. You can check him out online at theswampdrivers.com and watch his videos that he does on Mondays. He's got some really cool videos, and a lot of people are paying attention to what you're doing. So we'll be out there checking it out, sharing. And
all right,
if everybody
that.
could do us a favor, if you guys can just share this video. I started another video because, of course, technical difficulties earlier, but we had to start a new video. So if you guys can just share this, it would be helping us a lot. And you can listen to this podcast and previous podcasts of EC Radio and all the great content we have here on DisruptionNetwork.net. Thanks so much, and we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's guest, Kevin Zeb. He's coming in from Kirby's. And Kevin, if you're listening, bring us some food. We definitely need some food. We're a bunch of bitches around this place.
It's a guy thing, right?
It's a guy thing. We'll see you tomorrow.
You know what the hell you're listening to? It's EC Radio.
We are a generation of lost masculinity, and we got to start getting it back. No matter if you're straight or gay, no matter if you stick it in the front or you stick it in the rear, for the love of our sons, we've got to stick it in there like a man.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
When it's your hard-earned money on the line that you are investing into a home, it makes sense to choose a proven professional to assist you in making one of the biggest investments you may ever make. Josh's dedication of over 20 years to the home construction industry allows him to bring knowledge and experience to your doorstep. That means you can feel confident and comfortable with his service to you. Past clients love his attention to detail and thorough written reports. By allowing Priceless Inspections to help you make a well-informed decision concerning your property, you will find that a quality inspection is priceless. Follow Priceless Inspections on Facebook or call 315-525-8725.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasolacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasolacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Pasolacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Pasolacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.